Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Stormy. Don't worry, I was the one who was late today. Not only did I A, forget that today was Sunday, I also B, had to fight my stupid headset again. For some reason it likes to desync, and then it's a pain in the ass to get it to resync. But all good. I slapped it all together. It's getting to be a bit of a routine. Pretty easy to get done here. So let's move on. Season 6, Week 16, Game of the Week, Super Mario 64. Classic game right here. Absolute gem of a game. Let's take a peek at our rules. Nominated by H3O Charles, who came in, played Worms, nominated, and then left last season. Super Mario 64. We have a deadline of the 23rd of October. We'll be playing on Project 64. About Super Mario 64 is the infamous Italian plumber's first true ow cat. Bite me, you little asshole. Bit me right in the foot. Anyway, is the infamous Italian plumber's first true foray into the expansive realms of a 3D world. Oh, Gimli, you wouldn't bite me, would you, bud? No, he's my best friend. Released in 1996, it was the premier launch title for the N64, Nintendo's then spangly new and overdue system. Good job it was a killer app. It would prove hugely influential to the next 20 and counting years of 3D platformers, almost nailing both camera and control schemes so well that people can play it blindfolded. Considered one of the greatest games of all time, by 2015 it had reportedly sold nearly 12 million copies. The camera, that is probably the game's biggest fault. Everything else in this game is great, but the camera is not good. Intro. What else is there to say? An incredible game that saw Mario triple jump directly over the awkward transition to 3D and straight into a classic of the genre, one that is an inspiration to this day. It's also possibly the most popular speedrun game of all time. We're going to be speedrunning too, in a sense. The speedrunner's repertoire of game-breaking glitches are banned outright. We just want to see Super Mario 64 played fast and played well. In SM64, you are tasked with entering worlds contained within paintings, collecting stars along the way, and facing off against Bowser to retrieve Princess Peach from captivity. Grabbing a star will return you to the hub world, and through collecting certain amounts of stars, you will unlock other areas in Peach's castle. 15 levels with 5 unique stars each, 1 star for finding the 8 red coins, and 1 star for collecting 100 coins in one go. It's worth noting that collecting the last one doesn't spit you back out into the hub world. That is, the 100 coin star does not spit you back out into the hub world. There are also 15 hidden stars. There are 15 stars hidden across Peach's castle and in the Bowser levels. Can you find them all in 5 hours? Probably not. but let's hope you get around 70 to 80. Alright, rules. Scoring. Completion, meaning you defeat Bowser. Over stars, over the time. Seeing as we are not allowing major sequence breaking glitches, the game can be optionally completed anytime after gaining 70 stars and then facing off one last time against Bowser. However, we really want to reward you for putting a full 5 hours in and struggling until the bitter end. If you get to the credits and have time left over, you could jump straight back into your game file and continue obtaining stars, chasing the game's 120 total. The scoring reflects this. Completion is important, but then additional stars take precedence over time taken. Speedrunning tricks are considered anything that breaks intended game sequence. Movement is okay. Any movement that gets you in a place you shouldn't be yet is bad. Wackadoo skip falls into a gray zone, so we'll just say it's also not allowed. It's also outlawed. This is not about being an SM64 speedrunner, this is about playing fast and well. If you do complete the game, you can reset/continue your game once seeing the cake and have heard Mario say, "Thank you so much for to playing my game." Helpful information. If you are stuck or bored of a world, other parts of the castle open up to you based on how many stars you have. Mix it up by hunting out a new level or even looking for the sum of the hidden parts of the castle itself. Even looking for some of the hidden parts of the castle itself. So basically, the way it works is you want to, first off, beat the game by defeating Bowser the third time. And then you want to collect as many stars as you need. You need at least 70 stars to face off against Bowser the third time. And try not to let yourself get too hung up on a star. Move on to a different level, because the more stars you get, the more stuff opens up. Okay. Let's peek at the menu. Oh, I forgot to change the game of the week over here. That's okay. Beep, boop, done. Fixed. Alright, manual. Super Mario 64. Wow. The first page is a lot bigger than the rest of this. Squint real hard. We're doing a digital squint. Here we go. Alright, so we have the Nintendo 64 controller. Oh man, this goofed me up on Diddy Kong Racing one time, and I swear to God I thought my game or controller were broken. If the control stick is held at an angled position when the power is turned on, this position will be set as neutral. This will cause games using the control stick to operate incorrectly. Yeah, so if it's like this, and you turn it on, and it goes back to the center, then you're just always turning right. It's awful. Alright, so we know how to hold a controller. We're going to be using our own controllers. Blah, 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 blah. Will Princess Toadstool be kidnapped again? Is there no end to the constant feuding between Mario and Bowser? Mario, please come to the castle. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach. Wow, an invitation from Peach. I'll head out right away. I hope she can wait for me. Mario is so excited to receive the invitation from the princess. Blah, 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 blah. You need stars. First, see the princess. Before you start the game and guide Mario on this quest, use the opening screen to become familiar with the new controller. You can play with Mario's face for a bit before you start your timer. It's Mario's face. You can stretch him out and he bounces back. You can use the R button to freeze it. It's silly. It's fun. So when you get to the file select screen here, you just select one of the new files to start, and that's when your timer is going to start rolling. Alright, here's the important part. How to operate Mario. Do not be overwhelmed at first by the multitude of moves that Mario can do. You need not memorize everything right away. Just master the basics and you'll quickly learn the rest while playing the game. Operations that mainly use the control stick. Motion. Mario moves in the direction that you move the control stick. The farther you tilt the control stick away from center, the faster Mario will move. If you always run at top speed, you'll make mistakes. The trick is to make deliberate movements using subtle adjustments of the control stick. I think Kylo put it in the Discord, but there is a way to make sure the emulator is not doing digital movement, but it is using analog so that the sensitivity is a thing. You're not just going full tilt every time you push it. Not really. It might take all of Mario's strength to go up some hills. On those, Mario cannot go forward even if he jumps. Also, some hills are slippery, and Mario will not be able to climb them at all. Sidestep. After stepping up next to a wall, tilt the control stick in the direction you want Mario to move along the wall. You can read signs by walking in front of them and pressing the B button. Swim. Mario will turn in the direction the control stick is tilted. Left and right, up and down. Press A to do the breaststroke. You can press it repeatedly to swim faster, or you can hold A to do a flutter kick and kind of slowly swim along, so you have kind of more control over your direction. When Mario's face is above water, press the A button as you pull the control stick toward you to make Mario jump out of the water. When Mario is underwater, he will be holding his breath, so remember to rise to the surface to occasionally breathe. Mario can also replenish his air supply if he touches air bubbles or coins underwater. So his air supply is his health bar. So if you're underwater, you're losing health. However, if you go up for air, you fill up on health. You can use pools of water to restore your health for other reasons than swimming. So, little handy tip there. Use the Z button to crouch and slide by Z and left or right, or Z and the control stick to crouch and slide. So you're running and then you hit Z and you'll slide. But if you hit Z first and then move, then he does a crawl. This is really good for if you're having trouble getting across narrow beams, narrow pathways. If you're having trouble with that, I'd recommend crawling. It's slow, but it keeps you from falling off too bad. Operations that mainly use the A button. Regular jump. Let us be going the game players. That's right, that's us, the game players. Welcome back, Quantum. Regular jump. Push A. One time, you can jump and stomp on some enemies. Continuous jump. A plus A. Jump once, then press the A button again as you land. Triple jump with forward somersault. This is important. You have to be running to do a triple. While running, jump repeatedly, and as you land, press the A button again and again. You need speed to do this. The side somersault. This is also important. You can get some pretty good vertical on your side somersault. I will never forget all this. While running, press the A button as you make a U-turn. So if you're running, hit back and then push A and you'll do the little side somersault. Wall kick. Jump towards the wall and jump again as you hit it. Using the Z button. So if you hold Z and push A, you'll do a backward somersault. You get some pretty good vertical on your somersault too. Never saw this manual, but I used to adore the NES and SNES manuals. Yeah, this one's bringing back some memories for me. How to jump great distances. This one's important, Stormy. Remember this one a lot. So by running, you hit Z, you hold Z, and then hit A. So run. So he's running here. He hits Z to crouch. A. Boom. Long jump. As you run, press the Z button to crouch and slide, and press the A button to jump. The distance you jump depends on how fast you run. Long jump is very important to get around. Fly higher and farther. The wing cap. To fly without running. If you do the triple jump when Mario is wearing the wing cap item, he can fly for a certain period of time. When Mario is flying, move the control stick left and right to turn, pull it towards you to ascend, and press it forward to descend. To land, press the C button. You can look around while flying. Use the C buttons. Yeah, so you basically have to do a triple jump to take off with your wing cap, or shoot out of a cannon. One of the two. You will find cannons in many courses. If Mario gets inside the cannon, it'll shoot him out. If Mario has the wing cap on, he'll fly. On the cannon aim screen, change the direction and angle of the cannon's aim using the control stick. Yes, Mario is a pole dancer in this one. There are quite a few poles for him to maneuver around. You can also fly high using other methods. They include stomping on special enemies, then jumping and being carried by the wind. Oh, yeah. At certain places, swing or climb. A plus the joystick, and sometimes also another A. If you jump onto the edge of tall and vertical objects, cliffs, or stone steps, Mario can swing up. Press the control stick in the direction Mario faces to make him climb up. If you press the A button, Mario will climb faster. When standing at the edge of a cliff or stone steps, tilt the control stick slowly to swing. When you want to release, tilt the control stick in the opposite direction or press the Z button. Hang on to trees or poles. A, and then move the direction you want to go, and A to jump off. If you jump onto a tree or pole, Mario can hang on to it. Move the control stick left or right to rotate him around the object. Move up and down to ascend and descend. When Mario is at the top of the object, move the control stick up to do a handstand. While hanging on to the tree or stick, press the A button to jump and land backward. When you jump from a handstand, Mario will jump higher. Press the Z button to let go. You can hang onto a wire net by jumping and holding the A button. At places where a wire net is suspended overhead, Mario can hang onto it if you jump and hold the A button. While Mario is hanging on, you can move him using the control stick. There are other things that Mario can hang onto besides wire nets. Operations that mainly use the B button. B to punch, press once. Kick, B, B, B. If you punch repeatedly, Mario will kick the third time. Jump kick, A then B. Press B while jumping to kick high. Hold and throw, approach and B. Then analog stick and B. Approach something Mario can hold, then press the B button to lift it. Press the B button again to throw it in the direction the control stick is tilted. If the control stick is in the neutral position, Mario will just set the object down. There are some things Mario cannot throw. Here's an important picture. Swing. So press B to grab, and then rotate the joystick and B to let go. Mario can swing some enemies around when he holds them. After grabbing the enemy, swivel the control stick. Press the B button again to toss the enemy. The faster you swivel the control stick, the farther Mario can toss his enemies. Slide attack. Run and then B. While running at top speed, press the B button to do a slide attack. Use the Z button to ground pound. A and then Z. Press the Z button while jumping to squash enemies or to destroy blocks. You can also smash some objects into the ground. Z plus B. The trip. Press the B button while crouching. I don't think I've ever actually used this. Slide kick. Press the B button while crouching and sliding. I don't think I've ever done that either. Alright. How to play the game. The Power Stars stolen by Bowser are hidden throughout the courses. To restore peace to the castle, retrieve the Power Stars. The castle layout and the courses. See the sketch of the castle's inside structure. Inside the castle, there are 15 main courses and several mini courses. To enter most courses, jump into the paintings hanging on the walls. Look carefully. There are a few courses that you'll enter from unexpected places. The relationship of Power Stars and the Star Door. Hidden in each course, there are 6 Power Stars. 7 really, but there are 6. Inside the castle, there are doors marked with star. Behind these lie new courses. To open these doors, you need to collect a certain number of Power Stars. The more Power Stars you collect, the more places you can go to in the castle, and the more courses you can attempt. It is not necessary to find every Power Star. Before entering a course, press Start inside or outside the castle to see the number of stars you have collected in each course. Keys and doors. Besides star doors, there are doors that cannot be opened without a key. To get the key, you must find Bowser. You get the keys from Bowser. Saving the game. Every time you collect a Power Stars or keys, you can save the game to that point. Previously collected Power Stars are displayed in a dimmed out fashion on the course. If you pick up the same star again, you can end the course, allowing you to save as well. You can see the contents of saved games by selecting Score on the Select File screen. So as you can see here, they're looking at their details, seeing how many stars they've collected. The on-screen displays number of remaining Marios. When your power meter is exhausted or you fall out of the course, you lose a Mario. Here's your extra lives. Here's your power meter. This is your health. If you touch an enemy or fall from a high place, the meter will decrease. The amount depends on the damage received. When all power is gone, Mario will pass out. Here's the number of coins you've collected. Here's your current number of stars. And here's the camera distance indicator. So by using the C buttons, up, down, left, and right, you can adjust the camera. And so as you can see here, here's the Lackey Two-Face. This little black blob here is the camera. And then right below it, it has the down arrow, so it's the zoomed out version, which is honestly preferable in most situations. Is the edge of a course the end of the world? When you get to the edge of a course, you can go no farther. You have reached the end of that world. If you jump or fly into an invisible wall at the edge of a course, it might bounce you back into the course. How do I get out of the course? If you want to leave the course you are currently in, let Mario come to a stop and press pause by pressing start. Select exit course to return to the main hall of the castle. Items. Some of these items are needed to collect power stars. Some items will replenish strength too. Yellow coin. If you collect 1 yellow coin, your power meter will recover by 1. If you collect 50 coins, you'll earn a 1-up. If you collect 100 coins, you get a star. That's what happens. You get a star. Coins that appear when you defeat enemies will disappear after a short time. Blue coins. The blue coins equal 5 yellow coins. They disappear when you press the blue coin switch. They appear when you press the blue coin switch, and they'll disappear after a short time. Blue coins will also appear when you destroy certain enemies. The red coins equal 2 yellow coins. There are 8 of these coins in each course. Collect all 8 in one play to make a power star appear. Handy items. The spinning heart. If you run through it, your strength will recover. The faster you run through it, the more strength you'll recover. It doesn't go away. It stays there always. Offensive, yeah. So it should be 1 and then red and then blue. 1-up mushroom. Collect this to increase the number of Marios remaining by 1. Koopa shell. This is my favorite thing. Hit a yellow block or stomp on Koopa to find this item. If Mario rides on the shell, he will be invincible until he hits a wall or goes to a place he could not go normally. Absolutely love riding on the shell. Cannons and Bob-omb buddies. On some courses, you can find Bob-omb buddies. When you talk to one, it will open the cannon hatches. Cannons can be used to shoot Mario far away. Cannons are not open on most levels by default. So, for example, in the first level, the cannons are closed until you've acquired the first star in that level. When you come back to attempt the second star, you'll find your Bob-omb buddy. 3 switches and 3 caps. Somewhere hidden in the castle are red, green, and blue cap switches. If you step on these switches, all the semi-visible blocks of that color in all courses will fill in. Jump at the blocks to break them open and reveal the caps hidden inside. With these caps on, Mario will gain a power for a certain period of time. You can save the game after stepping on a switch. So as you can see here, it's kind of translucent, but once you hit the switch, then it's all filled in and you can get your wing cap. So red blocks gives you the wing cap, which lets you fly. Green blocks give you the metal cap, which is the best cap. Makes you invincible for a short period of time, and you'll sink in water. Blue block is the vanish cap. This lets you go through walls, lets you go through fences and stuff, and you won't be damaged by flames. And you can run through enemies too. When you lose your cap, sometimes an enemy will steal Mario's regular cap, or Mario might drop and lose it. When Mario is not wearing his cap, he takes more damage than usual. You can always find a cap Mario lost in the course where he lost it, so retrieve it as soon as you can. Alright, camera options. One of the tricks to this game is to use the camera skillfully. You are not just the player, but the cinematographer too. I mean, this is going to be your biggest boss throughout this game, is the camera. This is the hardest part, because sometimes the camera will just just seem like it's there to fuck you. Mario's camera operators are the Lakitu brothers. When you switch the camera angle or viewpoint during the game, you do it by controlling the Lakitu brothers. Throughout the game, they'll follow Mario's every move. You control the Lakitus using the C buttons. By looking up and around, you might discover something. Exploring your surroundings can be useful as you search for the power stars. See up. This lets you get close to Mario. In this viewpoint, move the control stick to see wherever Mario can look. To return movement control, press any of the A, B, or C buttons except for C up. So this is, if you push C up, this is your look around, examine your surroundings button. Left and right will circle the camera left and right around Mario. When you cannot go any further, you will hear a buzz. Get used to that buzz, you hear it all the fucking time. And C down, which is my favorite, you pull away from Mario. Get the big, long distance view. Alright, camera operation mode. During the game, depending on the scene, the camera mode will automatically switch to the recommended view. If you press the R button, you can change to the special camera mode. There are 2 optional camera modes that can be set on the pause screen. When Mario is stationary, press start to pause. On the pause screen, select camera angle with R to display the 2 option modes. Select your choice with the control stick, then cancel pause. So, your 2 options here, and neither of these are any good. Press the R button is Lakitu to Mario. Press the R button once to switch to Mario Cam. Press the R button again to return the camera to Lakitu. Operate the Mario Cam with the same controls as on the previous page. In some areas, though, it might be difficult to play with this up-close view. You are just right up his fanny, just sniffing it. Lakitu stop. Press and hold the R button to halt the camera movement. Release the R button to return to Lakitu. This will fix the camera position, which could be handy when you do not want the camera to follow Mario. Really, the only thing I can think of for that is if you're just, trying to do something that looks cool. I can't really think of a useful way for that to be used. Lakitu display in the screen's lower right shows the distance between Mario's current position and camera. So as it showed earlier, it's got the little down, meaning he's in the zoom out mode. Alright. Tips and other details. Does it seem you've reached the game's limits? Have you reached your own limits? It is possible that you could be forgetting or not noticing something very simple. For those of you who are having difficulty finding power stars, there are several ways to get power stars. When power stars are visible, you can pick them up if you reach them. This is the most basic way. If an enemy has one, defeat the enemy to earn it. You can receive one as a gift from someone for completing certain objectives. At certain places, if you accomplish a specific task, a power star will appear. Collect all 8 red coins in one play in a course to earn one. Find hidden places that you can get to only by using an advanced technique, such as the wall kick. Power stars are sometimes hidden in secret places. As you can see, some of the 6 power stars in each course are easy to retrieve, while others are difficult even to find. To collect some of them, you'll have to step on the colored cap switches to fill in the colored blocks. You need not collect all 6 power stars in each course before moving on to the next. Yeah, just play the game. That's exactly what it is. Just play the game and you'll find power stars. That's how it is. Each of the power stars in each level has like a little hint to it too. It'll tell you, hey, foot race with Koopa the Quick. So you gotta beat Koopa the Quick in a foot race and you get a star. Like it, a lot of the times it just outright tells you how to get them. By the way, the stars are numbered. See here, right? You can see this says Big Babam on the summit. This is the first star in the first level. You have to go fight the Big Babam on the summit of the hill. That's all there is to it. Stars are numbered, and a hint on where they are or how to get them will be displayed on the screen when you enter the course. To replay a section you've already completed, select a star that you've already collected. There are 8 red coins in each course. The number of red coins that you have collected is displayed on the lower right corner of the pause screen. Collect all 8 to make a star appear somewhere on the course. For those of you who cannot find the next course, not all courses are entered from the paintings on the walls. Some entrances are found in unexpected places, so search everywhere. Look for anything that is like big and wobbly like water. It might not be colored like water, but it will be all wobbly and boobly like water. Or jello. For those of you who are impatient or overly eager, When crossing a narrow bridge, it is easier if you tilt the control stick just a little and walk slowly or even crawl. Take it easy. Some enemies will not notice you or attack you if you sneak up on them. Intrigue from those unexpected places. Expect the unexpected. For those of you who tend to fall from high places, you will take less damage when you fall onto slopes instead of flat areas. If you pound the ground just above the ground as you fall, you'll sustain less damage. For those of you who cannot go where you want to go, are there any actions or movements that you've not tried with Mario? Use the movements that best fit your circumstances. For those of you who do not know how to defeat enemies, there are some enemies you cannot defeat with a regular punch or kick. Spin around them, step on them, throw them, try everything. For those of you who get a little hot, when Mario gets flamed, he takes off running. You can still move him with the control stick, so do not give up. That's true. If you fall in lava, it's not instant death, but he gets a hot butt and starts running around like crazy. For those of you who get a cold head, remember that if you save and quit the game when Mario has lost his cap, you'll still be missing it when you resume the game. It is better not to save when Mario is capless if you can avoid it. Alright, credits and warranty. Maintenance. Oh, you can call Authorized Repair Center. I've done that. I've had to call to get my Switch controller fixed. I was getting bad stick drift. Nintendo of America, Redmond, Washington. I've been there. Yeah, I bet that phone number still works. I bet it goes exactly right to here. All right, let's take a peek at our setup here. So we'll be using Project 64. You can go to pj64-emu.com and then follow the links to download the version of your choice. This is a little snippet of Super Mario 64 from CD Romance. That's the one that we'll be using. And then Project 64, once you open it in the top right here, this image, just file open ROM, easy enough. So Project 64 does request a payment every time you try to open it, except if you open it. Okay, so here's a little trick. What Project 64 normally does when you open it, puts on it's like a 30 or 60 second timer that you have to wait out before you actually use it, unless you pay money. But what you can do, you can open up Project 64. As soon as that window pops up, close it. Just close it. Right away there's an X. Just push the X as fast as you can. Then open it a second time, and that will skip the wait window. Little pro tip for you there. Anyway, let's get my notepad out. Stormy, have you played Mario 64 before? Yeah, you can just open it and let it sit for a minute while you go grab a sandwich or whatever. Nope. Okay. Well, have fun with this one. You know, don't try to get too pressured, because there's a lot of people who've played this game a lot, and just try to enjoy it. I'd say this is a really fun game if you're not letting yourself get stressed out over it. Quantum, if you're still here, have you got any experience with Mario 64? I feel like this would be a game you've at least played once. Alright. Get moving over here. Oop. We're gonna blank that out. That's the old results. I did not do up the new ones. So we'll have a double next week. You do some more Tetris to try to get a slightly better score, because you're sure as hell not going to get points beyond participation from Mario. Yeah, it's kind of understandable. It's a game that I feel like there's going to be at least 10 people who've played this before. So, yeah, don't stress about it. Just try to enjoy, see how far you can get in 5 hours without focusing on the 5 hours. I think would probably be the best approach to it. So, Mario 64. Ash said she's going to try and do some Tetris this afternoon. Number 10, we got Nerdy Fiona. I don't think that's true because she's already put up a great score. But Rafegall put in a top tier score too. He did great. And we got False Zero. I haven't seen him in a bit, I don't think. Coming in at 9th. Number 8. There you go, Stormy. Lies. Here's Kylo with 7th. I think he is playing tomorrow. I feel like he's going to do well. I know he plays a lot of Mario 64. However, Kylo playing games like that, he's a very go at his own pace, you know, slow and steady, collect every little dealy bob. I didn't get the list ready from last week, so next week I'll just do a double. Steven's Rocket at 6th. I was like, oh crap, I gotta get this rolling. I'll do the list next week. I'll do a double. Yeah, well, I also just straight up forgot that I was streaming today, so I was like, shit, I don't even have anything prepared. And that is easily the thing that takes the longest to do. Tater84 at 5th place. Welcome back, Tater. There's Rafegall. Our current leader of the week. Anyway, as I was saying about Kylo, he tends to take these kinds of games, you know, very leisurely. So pushing him to go as fast as he can in 5 hours will be something that I don't think he's done before. NBZ. No, I don't think they're going to be 3rd place. Last I saw, they weren't having a good time. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I'm pretty sure Mario 64 is the one they were talking about. They're shitting on. And D-Mac coming in for big number 2. Speaking of that. And top spot. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be... Ooh, ads. Adrian's Revenge. Coming back from her big Final Fantasy victory. Alright. 10th place, Nerdy Fiona. 9th, False Zero. 8th, Storm Feather. 7th, Kylorian. 6th, Stevens Rocket. 5th, Tater84. 4th, Rafegall. 3rd, NBZ. 2nd, D-Mac. And 1st is Adria's Revenge. Yeah, I was wondering. I was waiting. I almost called it early, but I was like, boy, that's going to be borderline. So, congrats to all the winners. Yeah, everybody have fun. These last 2 weeks have been really hard for me to sit out. Tetris and Mario 64 are 2 games that I really enjoy, even if it's old NES Tetris without all the fancy features and everything. I just love that game. So between that and Mario 64, what am I gonna pick for Shark Week? I'm gonna leave it up to the wheel. I'm gonna see what other people are playing, and then I'm gonna pick one of those games. So if we got people picking up Mario 64 or Tetris for their Forgotten round, then that's a possibility. But I like the idea of letting the wheel decide. Yeah. That's something I've been telling Kylo, is that once the season's done, I'm going to do a forgotten season and just play all the games that I didn't get to play, because there's a lot in here that I want to give a shot at and just see how I would do. And then I could be like, oh, I definitely would have lost this season, because I honestly don't think I would be winning this season. I think NBC is just too much of a beast. Schmumbler too. Schmumbler, NBZ, Pramit, just absolute titans up there. And Garlops is hanging on. He's had a couple of stinkers these last couple of weeks, but he's hanging on for dear life. But yeah, we'll see. And then next season, ooh, am I gonna play? Am I not gonna play? I'm gonna play next season. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, best of luck to everyone. Let's find somebody to raid. And I will see you all next week. Best of luck and goodbye.